Hey guys, sorry for that. I had some delay, but obviously we are live now. Thanks for your patience. Yeah, the weather is not that good in France, but hopefully it's going to be okay. I hope you're doing well on your side. It's time for the new members presentation. So we welcome our new members who joined the BGA very recently. So we want to learn more about the project, what they're doing, what they're building, and learn everything about themselves as well. So without any further ado, because we have quite some speakers, wonderful speakers to talk today, I'm gonna invite Misko from THX Network if you're ready.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for having me here today. My name is Mirko. I'm co-founder of Fangs Network. We've been around for a while, so this is you're looking at our team in 2021. Obviously, there is me in the middle, and next to me is my co-founder Peter Polman, who, next to being an awesome all-round engineer, is also great at building software teams. So also very happy to have him on our team. Um, First, a bit about myself. So I have a background in engineering, but I've basically been a serial entrepreneur for my whole career. So, like a decade ago, I owned a digital agency. I worked a lot with digital ads, analytics, A/B testing, things like that. And my second business was a software as a service. We built online communities. I sold that business in 2020. And going from that, in 2021, we started Fangs Network, and it started as a tokenization service. So it was that's why the EU logo is in there. It was backed by a grant by the European Union, and we did a project for the United Nations. It was super exciting. We deployed over 4,000 wallets, I think, and did 70,000 transactions. But soon discovered that this is, very interesting for the UN, but it's not something we can build as a service and bring to market at a bigger scale. So we went onward, joined Techstars last year in the fintech cohort here in Amsterdam, and then we moved, pivoted, if you will, toward loyalty, tokenized loyalty. So this was already a bit better. We recognized that points exist in loyalty for a long, long time. So it makes a lot of sense to tokenize them. But still, we found that finding a token utility that's the same across the board, like a one size fits all for all kinds of organizations, is pretty hard. So nowadays, we actually moved forward to gaming. So that's what brings us here today, because we see that in gaming we have much better product market fit. And why? Because the digital assets already exist, right? So in-game currency, in-game items, regulatory, legal, and even the business reasons for why these tokens exist are much more clear than trying to invent all that together with your customer. So today we have Thanks Network as a reward engine for game studios, and we help game studios boost the player numbers, retain their players. And today I will show you how we help customers drive growth and revenue with our plug and play quests and reward system. So let's get going. I'll speed up a bit because I see I'm already 3 minutes in on the intro. So very quickly, so why I'm excited about the gaming business. I will not bore you with this because we are all in some way related to the gaming business. There will be 3.3 billion gamers globally very soon. So that's a lot. 8 in 10 people online game in some shape or form. This is research by New Zoo. It's an Amsterdam company. It's in the lower right corner. Do check them out. It's super interesting, the data that they provide. And the market is huge. $200 billion going around in this business yearly. So that's bigger than music and video combined, movies. I would have to say. But if you look very closely to this slide, there is already a problem emerging. So the player numbers are increasing quicker than actually the revenues, especially in mobile and browser-based gaming. And this is the beginning of the problem that we are which we are solving for our customers. And that's it. That the new way forward is not user tracking like it used to be, because ads are more limited in what you can track. But the way forward, and especially for new games which don't rely on ads, will be innovative marketing and new customer acquisition strategies. And this is also recognized by Newzoo, and this is also the problem we solve at our customers. So what we see, and I will take Forest Night and Carbify for example today. So these are the guys on the left and the right. I love the picture by Carbify, by the way. So I'll explain how that works for them. So I think this is a slightly older version of my presentation. I'm not, but I'll just power on and explain what we are seeing here. So to explain a bit about Carbify, Carbify offers carbon debits to the users. So it's a very innovative system. The NFTs represent actual trees which are planted and produce CO2. And this CO2 is distributed to companies, and the gamers can stake those trees in their game. It's a very interesting combination between a refi, what they call refi, and a gaming solution. We should have them on this show as well. And what we help them with is our software is displayed here on the right, and it runs on their website. So when you open it up in this gift box, you immediately see the quest you can complete. So on going on Twitter, you can share their message, retweet, and this helps them reach their audience. So this is the quest tab, and we offer all kinds of quests. They could be social, there could be invite, referral type of quests. We can have Web3 quests, which listen to smart contracts, and you can find all that on our website. And Flav will share the link. It's /solutions, and you can explore that on yourself after the show. And the next big step is their users and their players earn points. So this is the loyalty part. And what's very interesting, they can spend it on rewards. So this is the core of our system. And these rewards are the actual digital assets. So what we see here is a screen where at the top, people can exchange the points that they earned for the governance token CBI, or even for the CO2 token, CO2. And where it gets even more exciting is that these points can also be exchanged for in-game assets. So the NFTs, which represent land plots, the trees, or even player characters. So this is super engaging, and this is what actually I think makes blockchain technology innovative here. Is that instead of sending a simple referral, if you will, like, hey, join this game, you can send people in-game character and get them really involved into what's happening in your game. And all of this is powered by a smart contract wallet, which we also provide in our solution. It's right integrated in the widget, so you don't have to install MetaMask or anything like that. And we pay the gas fees, and it's a self-custodial solution, which also makes it ready for MiCA and the upcoming legislations here in Europe and across the board. And what gets me most excited is driving really cool results for our customers. So this is Tariq, also from the Carbify team. He's the growth manager. And this is just a graph from a couple of days, and it shows the social interactions which we drive using our solution. So you see that there are hundreds and even thousands of these interactions, people interacting with the tweets, and ultimately getting into the game, getting the NFT trees, and in the end, producing the CO2. What makes us different from a couple of other solutions? I already touched a couple of those. So we have the wallet, we have the branding that can be adjusted to the game, so you don't have to go to a separate marketplace. And we have the in-game quest and in-game rewards. And there are a lot of systems out there, Layer 3, Galaxy, I will not name them all, but you can read them here. And they don't do this in-game element. They always are quite a bit more superficial. What we offer this in free plans. The basic one is 90 euros a month. The premium one is 450. And what's super nice is that we are offering BGA members, so you, an extension of the trial to 60 days instead of 30. So be sure to visit our website and sign up, jump on our Discord, and we'll help you set up your first campaigns. Very quickly to round it up, this is not just me and Peter. We are the core team, and there are many people working on this part-time and full-time. We have a board made up out of our Techster investors and mentors, and we have a community contributing both full-time, like Philip, for instance, and also part-time engineers. So yeah, super excited and great talent on board. I skipped the tokenomics for today. There's also not a slide that's been updated, I think, for this presentation, at least not this version. What's interesting also for you today is that we are going to our second version of our tokenomics, voted escrow, meaning that our fees will be distributed to token holders in the future. I'll show a bit more about this in our demo day in a few next month. Yeah, also skipping this. So please, if you want to talk some more, if I can help you set up a trial, scan the QR code, connect with me on LinkedIn. My name is also pretty unique, so if you don't have your phone handy, just type in Jesko Czizik and yeah, I'll be popping up on LinkedIn. I'm just within 10 minutes, so I'll leave it at that. So nice meeting everybody, and looking forward to the rest of today's presentations. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Misko. I know it's challenging to say everything in 10 minutes, and we're going to have you for the demo day, so we're going to be able to show more with through the tool. And actually, the use cases, you have one of them, and you explained that you have Forest Knight, who is a member of the BGA as well. We were fortunate to have them doing NFT Berlin and play the game, let everyone play the game, all the attendants. So it was good. It was fun. It's definitely like questing is a big part of what's happening in the blockchain gaming space. And you said it all, like in terms of user acquisition, we know some of them are struggling, and it's very cool to have you talk about that and build solutions based on these challenges. So demo day, but I'm pretty sure we're going to need you for a panel regarding user acquisition to have your say and your opinion and your vision around that. So thanks a lot for your time. And if there is any question about THX, I also share the links on the different on the comment section, so you can see everything. But if you have questions also during the live, let me know on the chat. Thanks again, Misko. It was great to have you. And I'm gonna go to the next speaker with Anthony, if you're ready.
Yeah, all good to go. Let me just share my screen.
As soon as I see it, I will be able to display myself. Okay, I'm seeing something. Yeah, you're good to go.
Good. All right. So my name is Anthony. So I'm the CEO and co-founder of FlightFlow. So in a nutshell, we build NFT infrastructure. We have different projects to actually build their NFT marketplace, their NFT products, and that we actually correlate with quite a lot of projects. I think we were here today, and so we try to basically help them to set up all their platform, all their products. So before I go too much in detail, I will start a bit with kind of like the analysis of like what NFT is used for. Like we are really focusing on the NFT aspects. Currently, NFT is mostly used for marketing, let's be honest, to generate some acquisition of users, to generate some hype, and start to see a bit of acquisition, like some loyalty program or some reward program and things like that. But it's still really heavily focused on marketing primarily. What we see with like the current spectrum of product that we can see on the market is like every product are basically marketplaces. There is always this concept of like having one user interacting with another user and exchanging some value. Even if you're seeing social network, if you're seeing your Uber drive, whatever, everything is basically a marketplace where you basically exchange some value. And so that's where here, like we believe that this NFT is actually a really good foundation for that, because then when you can finally tokenize like every single part of your business, then you can make your whole product and your whole business based on NFT, decentralizing everything, using all the different advantages of like blockchain and NFT. And so that's really our goal here. And what we really aim for is to be really like to be the foundation, to have like all the businesses, all the product that by default because the tools are here, because the ecosystem is here, they will be like, I will go to like a Web3 solution with NFTs and everything because it's as easy or as complicated, you would say, than a normal Web2 solution or whatever. But there is a lot more like advantages to do that. So that's our goal, really, to really push all the businesses, all the projects to have NFT as really a core part of their business. And so they get like all the different advantages of that, the traceability, the interoperability, so they can do some partnership with some other businesses more easily, the trust for their user, all the nice advantages that we all know with like blockchain and NFTs. So that's really our goal, to really focus on these projects, on how to help them to really tailor their business and integrate NFT on that. So that's the goal. There is still a lot of work to do. Right now, there is a lot of companies that are adopting NFTs either for marketing or as part of the actual product. There is still a long way to go, but that's where, so with Lightflow, we're actually building this suite of tools, all the different basically product that they need to integrate and to build their products. So we are quite experienced in the blockchain space. We've been around since 2017 with like the beginning of Ethereum smart contract and building on that, creating different venture in the past, and recently 2020 founded Lightflow to really focus on the NFT market and really focus on the adoption of NFT for businesses. And so what we propose is, like I said, a different set of tools, mostly VM based, because right now, let's be honest, that's the majority of the usage. And what we do is like we provide the whole NFT infrastructure. So then businesses don't have to basically have the complexity of blockchain, which is something that is quite frightening for a lot of projects. So they can have access to all the blockchain benefits without having the complexity of it. They have also access to a dashboard, an application where they can really control all the different assets that they have. They can control their business model, where they can really decide, okay, I will actually launch a marketplace where now I will be able to trade these NFTs and take a percentage or take a fixed fee or take a dynamic fee depending on if the user is active or some stuff like that. So they really have the part that they can actually create some innovative business model on top of blockchain. And yeah, with all that set of tools like classic SDKs, we have some wallet-to-wallet messaging. And what we have also is like a full-blown like NFT marketplace starter kit, where basically like in just a couple of hours, you can have your own NFT marketplace with your rules, with your business model, your collections, your partners, whatever, in just like a couple of hours. And you can take over and start to customize and really improve it based on your needs. So how does it work? So basically with Lightflow, we are kind of like a proxy where like we try to hide a lot of complexity of the blockchain, a lot of complexity of NFTs, synchronizing the data from on-chain, securing this data, having all the different offers if you want to do some tradings. Basically all this complexity where we make it like really simple to integrate in apps. And that's where here, a lot of these apps that we are seeing are actually quite a lot in games, because that's where like there is a lot of projects that are actually building with Web3, with NFTs, and games are perfect for that. All your assets in games, and so that's why like here we actually are part of the BGA, because there is like quite a lot of games here that we can help. And so how it works, like you do have your application, your game, your application. We are this proxy to simplify all the blockchain aspects. And then you can really focus on your product, you can focus on your business, and still leveraging basically the whole NFT and blockchain infrastructure. So on top of that, what we do, because it's good to have like a product that works and that is great and everything, but we need to make sure that basically we can connect the people as well. And that's something really important, because we work with different clients, different partners, and the space is still quite small. So it's good to kind of like help each other and to make sure that we connect to the right people. If you want, I don't know, investment, we can connect you with some investors. If you want to connect with different projects to partner with, all this kind of thing like that. And so we also launched this NFTverse initiative recently. That we did our first event in Token 2049 last month. where actually BGA was actually part of that. Sebastian, the CEO, the director, was actually speaking at our event along with Animoca. We also had actually Nicolas that is here that we present after, that was at the event as well. So trying to really kind of like create this kind of like community of people who are actually building businesses and products with NFTs and trying to make sure that everyone basically succeeds with that. So with different events, we have presentation, we have interviews, podcasts, like you can see actually the interview here, it's like at the BGA booth. So yeah, trying to really connect all the project together basically. So we're already working with this is just a few clients, but with different clients. Like I say, we are like refocusing on businesses, but we do have some games, and we plan to have even a lot more games in the coming months. But yeah, we are like quite a bit agnostic in terms of type of projects, even though yeah, gaming is a big part. And so maybe you can notice that we just show like a few platforms that we actually launched that are actually live by different businesses. So you actually probably saw on the newsletter, I saw that actually today, the newsletter of BGA. It was an announcement from one of the partner of BGA that actually partner with G2A, this Geekwerk platform that they just launched. So this is a platform powered by Lightflow. So we actually work with them for a few months to actually help them to migrate to the Web3 space, integrate collection NFT, doing some partnership with different games. So yeah, some gaming aspect. This is a really Web2 business that is migrating into Web3. We're also more like direct like Web3 games. Like here you can see DeFi Labs, a company that is like an Animoca brand company, which they are like a mobile game where like all your assets are NFT. So again, the kind of like, I would say classic in a way, games with NFT system, which works quite well. So we have them having their marketplace. They can integrate that also inside their game to have the whole trading exchange of your different assets with their own currency and so on. But we also have some projects like completely different, which are not games, but are like here, for example, like social network, basically, where like all your posts are NFT, all your interactions are NFT. So that's where like here you can actually have like quite a wide range of different use case. And with all that, with the power to basically really tailor all your business model with that. So for example, this platform is taking a fixed fee on trades, which is quite rare in the kind of like NFT marketplace space because every time is always like percentage based. They are taking fixed because why not? So a lot of businesses are doing that. So yeah, that's a part, different variety of project, different variety of business model. And so that's where like we really try to help these projects to first like have the technical tools, but also to have the support as well to connect them with the right people and to make sure that their project basically succeed. So yeah, so that's basically it in a nutshell for Lightflow. If you're interested into like having your own NFT products, NFT marketplace, you don't really know where to start, you don't really know like what's possible, what's not possible, definitely let us know. I'm pretty sure we can help you. There is quite a lot of projects that we've been working with, and yeah.
Awesome. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, Anthony. Actually, it's good. I saw the news in the newsletter about Geekverse by G2A, and actually another members, a game, actually released the NFT within the platform as well, Geekverse of G2A as well, with the meeting of their two NFTs for their own game, Legion of Elysium. And I'm going to send the link because it's a very good game as well. I love the game they are building. So yeah, everything is connecting in a sense. So thanks a lot, Anthony, for for your time. And you said it's about connecting people together, and we, even if you are a new member of the BGA, we already found a lot of synergies between what you're doing and what we are doing. So it's wonderful to have you as a member as well. I would love to invite our next speaker, Nicola. And we had Nicola on last week for the demo day. We were able to show a small glimpse of Meta Island, and this is another chance to learn more about what you do and who you are. So welcome.
Welcome, Fab. My name is Nicolas Chokun, and let introduce myself first. I'm a veteran game developer. I started programming when I was 10, and I sold my first commercial video game when I was 16. I started in the 1880s, so I'm quite old. My first game was named Killdozer with Lancor, and then I did 4 games with Ubisoft. At the very beginning of Ubisoft, I hired Michel Ancel, who did Rayman, King Kong, Beyond Hell and Heaven, etc., etc. I hired him, and we did. He was my graphic artist at the beginning when he was 16, and we did 4 games together. We did The Teller, which was his idea, Pick and Pile, which was the first game like Candy Crush. It was in the 90s. We didn't have mouse. We were playing with a joystick. You can imagine Candy Crush with a joystick. And I did Intruder and Mechanic Warrior with him. And then I moved from Ubisoft to L'Oréal, where I was producer. I launched Prince of Persia in France at this time, and I was supervising all the project from L'Oréal for 1 year. And then I moved to Cryo Interactive, when they created Cryo with Philippe Ulrich, Rémi Herbulot, etc. And I was in charge of the second floor, where I was producing all the game there. So for 2 years, I produced, I don't know how many games, but Mega Drive, PC Engine, Neo Geo, arcade games, whatever. Then I had the nostalgia to create my own game again, so I stopped that. Emmanuel Forson replaced me, and I did Alien, that was a license from Dark Horse Comics. And with this project, I got everything. I got the first page of PC Gamer, I got TV interview, etc. And we got the best game of the year. It was in the 90s. Then I stopped doing video games and I moved to the internet. I make Emu Classics, which was one of the first websites doing talking about emulation, game emulation. And I sold this website $1 million, and I was hired by eFront, and we reached the top 10 biggest property at this time. And we were pre-IPO, that means we were close to be launched in the NASDAQ when the crash hit us and we disappeared. Then I did VST plugins when it was starting. I created a company named DSP Dave, and some of my clients were like Hans Zimmer or Beach George Johnson, these people. Then I moved to Florida, worked with IK Multimedia and Sonic Reality, and we recorded drums at Ocean Ridge Studio and stuff like this for 4 years. And then I came to Thailand, and I started again doing video games, and I became a developer for Unity. And I was selling smart water and stuff like this for maybe 10 years. And that's when I thought, okay, I'm going to make a game again. And I started doing a game named Walk. That was, the idea was to do something like Second Life from my friend Philippe Ulrich, but with the 3D that we have and the new technology. So I started in 2017. Let me share my screen, by the way. Share screen. Entire screen, yes. Okay, so can you see it? Yeah.
Yes, we can.
So let me find what I'm talking about. Well, it's not here. Whatever. this so this game was named Wolf Online Kingdom, and at this time I didn't have the idea to put crypto into it. But then the ICO started with Ethereum, and I was very interested into it. I learned Solidity. I did a 10x contract that was sold, and then I did my own blockchain. I did everything in this blockchain, like the Unix, PC, Mac wallet, the Stratum server, the mining pool. And I was produced by Jean-Martial Lefranc, who was the CEO of Cryo before. So we meet together again. We maintained this blockchain, we launched it, and then we had a problem together with Jean-Martial, and I decided to go back to my game. And then I thought, okay, I'm going to put blockchain and the game together. It was in 2021. In 2021, I moved back to Thailand and I made a demo. And this demo helped me to find investors. And now we changed the name, and the name is Meta Island. So let me explain you a little bit what is my vision of a metaverse, because Meta Island is actually a metaverse franchise. That means we are creating something that everybody will be able to make a business of, like OnlyFans, but for guys. So you could have your own metaverse, and you can you only have to find people, and then you make a piece of the cake, and we share 50-50 with the people, and we provide content, and the people, they can play, they can use our metaverse. So this is my vision of what is should be a metaverse, and that's what is based. Meta Island is based. So people think a metaverse is they don't know what it is because it does not exist actually. Is it a virtual reality, a big shopping mall, millions of people interacting with each other with VR experience, better way to sell product, social networking? Actually, it's not my vision. VR make you sick. Online shopping, well, Amazon, you cannot do better than that. Millions of people, it's not technically possible. And too many social networks, it's saturated. So a metaverse is a new type of product. It's totally different, and it has to create its own market. Meanwhile, at the same time, there is a huge societal problem. And here are some visible signs. The social networks are losing their popularity. There are some numbers, but and in the US, people are watching less television. It's every year it's going down. And the number of people taking psychomedication is growing. It's incredible every year. It's almost doubled in 10 years. The number of crimes is exploding as well. So the question is, why all of that is happening? And the answer is because the reality sucks. I mean, for most people. That's the truth. War, unemployment, pollution, climate change, brainwashing, debt, inflation, taxes, advertising, COVID-19. I mean, the list is endless, and there is no way to escape from reality. So introducing Meta Island. The idea is a real metaverse in the sense that it's a virtual world with its own rules, its own crypto economy, its own social system, its own government. It's a virtual country living in virtual space. It's decentralized. I cannot go into detail, but it is. It's really fun. It's not only something where you're gonna pay your taxes. It's really fun. There is a very important gamification into it. It's tailored for crypto because Google or Epic Games, all of these people, they are making metaverse, but there is no crypto into it. No, it's tailored for crypto. We are cross-blockchain. We are multi-chain. You can play to earn, stacking, all the DeFi opportunities. We are hosting our nodes. You can swap like Uniswap your currencies. Everything is inside this product. It's crypto innovation in the sense that we present the crypto in a different way. Like for example, this is airdrops. There is a mining here. You can see it. It's easy to explain to anyone. And we are shooting in the air crypto that you can take and redeem as money. And if you want to stack your money, or token, you just rent a shop. You put money into it, and every month you get APY, just like stacking, but it's visually more understanding. We have a background story with 7 factions. We write books for each of the faction. And so it's like Lord of the Rings. There is a story about this island, why it's here, and all the factions have different utility. It's a RPG, so everything have a force like a Baldur Gate, but it's real time. When we are shooting at a plant, there are dice running in the back. You don't see them, but everything is calculated like a RPG. So here are some of our books. The idea is to make a real franchise that we can make on television, comic books, everything. We want to reach a global scale. It's also an artistic creation. We made 1 hour of orchestral music made with a professional. Our musician is the one who is making the music for UAFE, the football, and he's a great guy. It's very professional. It's a real world simulation. We have rain, thunderstorm, day and night. We have a lot of bad guys, of course, otherwise it would be boring. It's cyberpunk, tropical. So if you want to go somewhere after work, then you want to go in a beautiful island, cyberpunk. It's perfect environment. It's made by an experienced dev, like I explained before, but there is also Laurent Cluzel, who is my partner, and he was artistic director of Ubisoft for many years, and War Token, etc. So this is about Meta Island, or franchise. As you can see, it looks like this. This is all pictures of the game. So these are some of the people from the team. We are 8 people. There is Sani, Daniel, Boris, Baris, but the main ones are here. So Laurent, Ethan, and Ilya. We are actually 8. And these are our investors. What else? This is our NFT shop. So you can buy one character like this as an NFT, and then it's all working on Gurley, and then you can rent it. So we remove the guild system. We are a guild ourselves. So for example, you buy this character, then you just rent it and you make money from the rental.
Nicola, I know that you wanted to show a little bit of a video. I know that we left in time, so just to make sure that the other 2 speakers will be able to have their own time. If you want to show a few seconds of the game, you can for sure.
Yeah, I can show you a little bit of. Well, there is a lot of things. Like for example, here is how the game looking. Yeah. You go in the water. There are some concerts with people singing day and night. So here you are on the beach, walking around. You can dancing in the dancing pods, or you can go in the discotheque. Dancing. You can go in. This is the cyber city. This is the discotheque. And there are our NFTs. Let me. Yeah, and we have a very complex. See what you can do. Your character. The character has more than 150 movement. It's even more sophisticated than Tomb Raider. So it's an AAA game for console and PC as well. And there are a lot of bad guys and combat. Yeah, and you can connect on your crypto from terminals inside the game like this. It's like your bank. You connect into it, and you manage all of your stuff. You have more than 35 weapons. We have a lot of. You see, like you have blasters. You have gravity guns, you have snipers, and here are some of the.
And we actually saw that. I remember last week you showed the different weapons you have inside the game, and I'm sorry that we're running out of time, but definitely we'll be happy to have you again for the next demo day, so we can go through the games again and discover the island and all the different worlds you built. So thanks again for the presentation, Nicola. I'm pretty sure we will have plenty of other time to show the game as well. Thanks a lot for the press. Yes, we'd like to move to our next speakers just for the sake of time. Ankita from Persona, if you're ready, the stage is yours.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'll just be sharing my screen. Thank you so much, Flav and the BGA team, and all the presentations thus far. They have been amazing. Just let me know
Yep.
when you're able to see my screen.
Let me check on my side. For now,
Yeah,
okay, I'm seeing it, and you just need to go full screen, and I think you're going to be okay.
yeah.
Perfect. You're
Great.
good.
Nice to meet you, everyone. I'm Ankita. I'm the co-founder CEO of Persona. And at Persona, we are building Web3's first native ad network. So an easy way to think about us is we are Google AdSense, or for gamers out there or gaming marketing folks out there, we are Iron Source, but for Web3. So a little bit about like why we started this company. So I and my co-founder Sanjana, we started this company last year, and our goal was to make, how do we make user acquisition and growth very very easy for Web3. And the underlying push for us was that blockchain has so much on-chain data about each user, each transacting user, right? There's so much data about what they're purchasing, where they're spending, and all of this signal is so powerful because this is an actual purchase. So the signal is much more powerful than, say, like browsing a website or like, searching for something. So we were trying to see how we can marry this rich blockchain data and make growth and user acquisition very very easy for Web3, right? And the other thing that we were thinking about was that how do we do it in a way that respects the ethics of Web3, which is like data and attention ownership, right? Because if you think of ads, if you think of any kind of marketing out there, people have this perception that ad is bad. People think that, okay, ad is evil, they are here to take all of your data. So we were trying to build something ground up for Web3 and blockchain that respects the ethics and the what we stand for, but at the same time solves the problem, right? And if you think about marketing and growth that has been happening thus far, it's pretty broken in Web3, right? If you think about it, it happens on Discord and Twitter and Telegram, and these airdrops, which are very expensive, but they're more for like pumping your token, but there aren't many long term benefits of such approach, right? So, and if just for some numbers, right, if you run ads today on any kind of traditional ad channel, say like a Google or a Twitter for your Web3 product, the results are pretty poor. If you have run ads, you would know how poor it is. The average click through rates that we see is like less than 0.05, which is like very low. And you end up wasting a lot of money. And the reason being, if you use these traditional ad channels, your ads are seen by a lot of people, but they're not the right users. They may or may not understand Web3, they may or may not have a wallet, they may or may not care about your game or whatever you're building. So we want to solve this problem, how to show your ads to the most relevant people, people who are Web3 native, people who understand how to use a wallet, so that it becomes very easy to see conversion on your ads. And essentially that's how Persona was born. So Persona, like I said, it's an ad network. There are two sides to the network. One is the advertising side, which is the side that you see on the left, and then there is the publishing side, and there of course there are the users as well. So advertising is anybody in Web3 who is looking to advertise. So it could be, you could have like your own game, you could be an NFT artist, you could have your own wallet, you could have your own brand, whatever you're looking to promote. We have a very strong gaming focus, and I'll talk about that a little bit. But advertiser is anybody in Web3 looking to advertise. Very simple. Now, the other side is the publishing side. So, our innovation is that your ads are seen by real Web3 people. So, we partner with these publishers who are Web3 games, who are Web3 gaming aggregators, platforms, data platforms, and we place these ads strategically in such a way so that real Web3 people are seeing your ad, they're engaging with your ad. So, the results are that you get much more conversion, much more like relevant users, and engagement on your ad. And there are users as well that I'll talk about. So the idea is that we make sure that their data is all protected. We don't use cookies, we don't farm their data, we don't farm their attention, and we make sure that they get something in this process. They feel like they are owners in this process. They don't feel like, they are being exploited in this process. So starting with advertiser, how does it work? So an advertiser comes to our platform. It's very easy for them to like very easily create a campaign, tell us that, okay, these are their creatives, this is what they want their ads to look like, and this is who they want to reach, right? How they want to target. Now on the basis of all of this, we automatically create their campaigns, we put it in front of the right web3 users. So what you get is, like I said, 200% plus lift in ROI on your ad spend. We are also able to target on the basis of what's in the wallet. So what we did was we indexed about 200 million EVM compatible wallets. We looked at their transaction history, we looked at what they buy, what kind of NFTs, movies, sports, all of that. We have all of that data indexed. And now what we are able to do is that because we are placing these ads on different dApps, we are able to access their wallet information, and we are able to target these users and their lookalike wallets as well, to make sure that your ads are like hyper focused and targeted, right? And all of this, we have a dashboard where you're able to track all of these performance and how your ads are doing. So that's for the advertising side. And what like this results in is, of course, like better ads, more relevant ads, ads that actually work. On the publishing side, what we do is we make sure that these ads are not intrusive, because one of the biggest challenges as a gamer is how do you monetize your game without impacting your user experience. So we make sure we have different types of ads. Some of these are like pretty much like they become part of your game so that your gaming experience is not impacted. If you see here, right, this is an example. So we do like these virtual signages which get integrated within your game. Your gaming experience is not at all hampered, and at the same time you're able to monetize your platform. The second thing is like, we have this very super lightweight SDK, very very easy to set up. It takes like less than 20 minutes of your time, few lines of your code goes within your front end, and you're able to start automatically showing ads on your platform. So very easy to set up. And we also have this concept of rewarded ads. So essentially what you can do is you can empower your users to be part of this process, your gamers to be part of this process. So we have something called automatic revenue sharing, where whatever you earn via your ads, you have the capability to share a part of it with your users. So this feature is not live yet, but this is something that we're actively working on. And then essentially your users, right, they are able to earn for their time or attention, whatever they're spending on your platform. They're able to engage, they have more reasons to engage with your application, right? A lot of time games think that by showing ads, they are cannibalizing their users, especially if they are showing gaming ads on their platform. They think that their users are going to go away. But if you look at all the data that has come from all these years of like gaming ads, you will see that that actually increases the engagement on the ad, because users have more reasons to come to your platform, because they're able to actually monetize and earn via these ads. And like I said, your data, your user data is all private, no cookies. We don't use any personal data tracking. It's all on-chain data tracking mostly. So your user data is protected. So based on all of this, the results that we have seen thus far is like almost 10x, 5x, 10x better than what you would see on traditional ads. So we started about 2.5 months ago. At this point of time, we launched our platform, and we have been seeing these click rates and conversion rates that are at least 10x better than say like a Google or like a Twitter or any other ad channels. I'm happy to share more details about case studies if you have any. These are some ad examples. So like I was saying, our goal is to make this platform ground up for Web3. So we are building this for Web3. So we have like I said, these virtual signages which will become part of your game. We have blending banners which look like they are part of your website, so they don't they're not in your face. We have opt-in rewarded ads, rewarded videos, so that your users are able to earn whatever you are earning a part of that. We also are launching like new types of ads that are never seen before. So essentially ads where you can directly acquire web2 users by showing ads to web2 users, and essentially you are able to like on ramp them or like bridge them directly within the ads. There are a couple of other things like metaverse ads, in-game rewarded quests that we work on, but primarily right now with launch we work on mostly banner ads. But these are like ads that are coming up pretty soon. A little bit about us. So we started the company last year. Sanjana and I, we both come from really small towns in India, and we came to the US with the goal of living the American dream. And I made my first Bitcoin investment way back in 2015. That was the first time I did it. And since then, I fell in love with the technology and really believe so much in the power of this technology. I was working at Amazon AWS AI before for a little over 4 years. I was head of product for their AI vertical, and which is where this entire I learned, right, how important data is, especially for marketing, and how it can be used for growing your business. But at the same time, I always knew that if I start something, I want to start in this space, which is the blockchain and the Web3 space, because I believe it is so game changing, and that I wanted to be one of those early builders who actually come in and play a role in shaping how the space evolves. So that was my motivation to start. And then I got joined by my co-founder Sanjana. She was the lead engineer on LinkedIn ads for 4 years before this, so very, very relevant to what we are building. She literally saw the LinkedIn ads business grow from scratch to $3 million a day. So we both decided to come together last year to build Persona. And we closed our seed round in Q4 of last year. We are backed by some of the biggest Web3 VCs. We got lucky because we came in just around the time when FTX was happening, so we just like made through. And then we tried out different versions of the same product, so different ways of user acquisition. We have been able to work with some of the biggest names in the industry. We are running a campaign for MetaMask. We have been working with Immutable. We worked with some of the people from this group as well. Very exciting times. Like I said, we are at the stage where we have launched. We have like our case studies, our campaigns are doing really well. So we are at the stage where we are like really itching to scale and take the product to the next level. So if you are a publisher, if you think that you have an audience that you want to monetize, where your audience can also benefit and you can also benefit, you should definitely reach out to us for publishing. If you are an advertiser, you're launching a game, or you're looking to just build your brand out there, we have some of the best publishers in the ecosystem. So reach out to us if you want to run a campaign, and any questions, feel free to ask.
Thanks a lot, Ankita. I cannot agree more. Like the Web3 ecosystem is definitely disrupting the ads ecosystem, and we will be about to announce to members a platform when we gather every use cases from the members in different topics, and we'd love to have your user cases, especially because we saw a lot of BGA members in it as well, to provide some insights about what you're building and how you are disrupting things with every concept you're doing. Like very interesting with the concept of rewarding ads with revenue sharing with the users. That's another way to think, thanks to Web3. So thanks again for being a part of the BGA. I will see you again personally next week for Games
Yes.
Big in San Francisco, and we would be happy to talk together. So thanks a lot for your presentation.
Thank you so much. And anybody who's here at GameSpeed, please ping me. I live here, right, like 2 blocks from the venue. So happy to meet anybody for coffee.
So we know where to grab coffee next week. That's perfect. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you again. And last but not least, I would love to have Camille on stage. If you can share your screen, you're good to go.
Okay. Share screen. Here we go. Okay. Right on. So thank you very much, and pleasure to listen to all these presentations. Very encouraging to see so many great products and companies in the space. I'm proud to be a part of this community. Thank you, Flav and the BGA, for hosting this. Happy to be here today. So I'm the Chief Operating Officer at Block Labs, and we're a Web3 and AI development company. So we've been doing Web3, like all our founders have been in IT for a decade plus. I've been doing Web3 mostly until about 15, 16 months ago. We also started investing heavily in AI development because of the obvious revolution that's happening in the market. And basically, what we do, we focus on tech, so our clients focus on their business. So we have two pillars to our company. We work with clients of any size and stage, from greenfields to established enterprises. For boutique dev houses, traditional dev house work, clients come to us with scope, and we have dev teams from basically most of our engineers are in Poland, and we deliver products as a partnership. But the other piece that we're very keen on is put a lot of time into is the startup studio model. And in that, we basically look for ambitious founders with a great vision, and we support them as their technology partners. So often we had a number of cases, and yeah, we do games, obviously, while we're in this space here. We've done over a half dozen games in the past couple of years, including AAA quality games and everything, mobile, web, you name it. So we have often cases where we have people that know their product, they know their market, but these founders maybe they don't have the engineering team or the CTO perspective. So usually we engage right at the very beginning with them to be that CTO perspective for them and support them through formulating their roadmap and strategy, getting funding, and things like that. And we focus on all that tech, and they focus on the business. So that's kind of one way we really like to work. So some quick facts about us. This particular company here was founded in 2021, but as I say, our partners have been in the space for 10 years plus. And we have most of our engineering talent is in Poland. But we also have a lot of co-devs we work with that are all over the world, in the US, Western Europe, all over. Since 21, we've delivered over 20 projects, and we have over 100 smart contracts on mainnet at this time. We've done over 10 ICOs. There's been more than $1 billion USD transacted over our smart contracts with $0 lost. So it's one of our expertise is obviously smart contract development. NFTs also is our bread and butter. We've got over 10 NFT collections launched and minted over 100 billion tokens. And just to get throw some names out there as well, we've listed projects on OpenSea, GameSwift, Magic Eden, MakerDAO, Tencent. We work with all kinds of wallets and dev platforms, MetaMask, Wallet Connect, Web3 Auth, from the Alchemies, the Open Zeppelins, all this type of stuff. Over 20 blockchain networks. So blockchain interoperability is one of our key pieces as well. More than 20 networks we've got experience with. So our expertise, we as a company are in these 4 areas here: Web3, GameFi, FinTech, and AI. Obviously, there's a lot of Web3 companies in the BGA that are just doing products that support games. So on that end, we have a lot of expertise there. We can support from the smart contract level to, like I said, the interoperability, etc. On the game level, not just GameFi, but recently we're really going more into just co-development and just actually making games. We have a couple of really, really big projects that hope to announce next year in the works. But basically, from engine integrations, from your Unities, your Unreals, whatever, integrating with the blockchain, coming up with the complex architectures, the roadmaps, all the tokenomics, performance optimization. We can do all that for our clients, and in numerous capacities, whether we need to support as the CTO voice or work with the CTO, or often we're also just working with product managers as well and founders. So we're very versatile in that regard. And so we basically, as a service company, we have full stack app development. So across the whole spectrum, from UI, UX design, we have a lot of creative people in our staff for rapid prototyping, whatever you need in terms of actual media or web, mobile. We do all the complete backend. We have a number of clients where we started with just supporting them on blockchain and ended up doing as well a lot of their backend work in DevOps, cloud infra, and things like that. And we also love to do like small R&D projects. We have clients that they want to validate a prototype in the market really quickly, so we can you have a team that's ready to go very quickly that can support any builds. And we're very flexible, like how we do these things. If we want to just get started and we don't really know what we're doing, often just time and materials the way to go. We also do fixed pricing, but what we really love the most is dedicated teams and getting involved at the very earliest stages with founders and visionary people with ambition for the market, and going for the long term with them and providing a dedicated team. We have access through mostly in the Polish market here, but like I say, globally. And we do have a lot of clients like in the West Coast, the US, and so on. So in those cases, like we work with all kinds of time zones. We can always ramp up different. We have a great onboarding system for sourcing talent, so we provide dedicated teams as well. So if any of that sounds interesting to anybody, if you're looking for support on a project, you're an existing company, or you have a great idea for a new product, you want to make a new game, you've got your game figured out, but you don't know how to handle the blockchain side, we're here to help. We can basically get in touch. We do a quick technical discovery workshop. We've done it enough times so we can facilitate the discussion and extract really all the information that you need and that we need to make sure you have a good technical plan. And we turn around a proposal for you, and usually then within a couple of weeks we do an initiation phase of ramping up, making sure you pick the right people you want working for you. We get a quick build together to validate that we've got all the technical things figured out, and then we go full steam with sprints, usually 1 to 2 week sprints, and until we launch. And that's basically how we work. And I'll save our portfolio for a demo day, but I think for now that's us in a nutshell. So to summarize, we focus on the tech, our partners focus on the business. If anybody wants to get in touch, blocklabs.eu, have a form there, can be reached, or find us on LinkedIn, and we'll be happy to help you realize whatever vision you have for especially making quality games. So that's us. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Camille. I know it was challenging to respect the time, and really thank you for that. Obviously happy to have you for our next demo day and have a little bit more information about any use cases you would like to share regarding gaming and your services. So thanks a lot, guys. We really appreciate your time today on a Friday to ensure what you do and who you are. It was a real pleasure. A lot to do with many of you in terms of building content, building relationship with the other members. So thank you again. I wish you a very good weekend, and I see you in the next online events, offline events as well. So enjoy your weekend. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye.